Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the F1 2020 series. We're at Hanoi again. We finished 18th here last season. Let's do better this time, shall we? Hopefully we can have a better qualifying. We had a phenomenal race last time out in Bahrain. If you missed it, certainly watch it, because it was one of the, if not the biggest comeback and most overtakes we've done in any save. Or in any race, sorry, so far this season. So certainly worth the watch. But we're going to jump into Hanoi. It's fully dry all weekend. So we should certainly be maximising the performance of the car. And hopefully we can get a better result than last time. Be lovely to get some points at Hanoi if we can. Drop the video a like. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Twitch and Twitter. Links in the description down below. And I'm just going to jump straight to practice. Tyre wear is worse than expected. Tyre wear is worse than expected. This could be a long Grand Prix with a lot of pit stops. 430 resource points from a potential of 575. We'll take it, but in the quali program it estimates me to qualify 21st. I'm not expecting a good qualifying session here. But hopefully again in the race we can move forward. So we'll wait and see. We're going to finish P1, which is fine. Esteban Ocon has the pace in every session ever. I do not. Not on a one. Not. It's weird. Last season I felt like I had 1 lap pace, but nothing in the race. Now I feel like I don't have the 1 lap pace, but I've got good race pace. It's really, really strange right now with the way that the car is set up. Although, obviously, Hanoi is a really difficult circuit to nail every single time, and it is very low on, for lack of a better term, natural grip, because it's a street circuit. And the rear tyres just don't like it whatsoever. All you've got to do is look at the throttle pedal, let alone even touch it, and your back end is already... Are we up to level 12? No, we're not quite. Esteban Ocon is up to level 13, though, which is good news. We've got loads of resource points there. Let's go and spend some of those. We apparently have the best chassis on the grid right now. Okay. Fourth best aero, but we are expecting a big boost to that soon. And the powertrain is still the 3rd best powertrain. I could go ERS... Go engine power. What I could do is I'll do the engine power, and then we'll do the weight reduction next. Engine power, then weight reduction, because we're very nearly at that weight reduction, and that won't take long at all. Right, into quali we go, and fingers crossed, everything falls into place for us. But I'm not so sure. I mean, well, I was gonna say I'm right with Ocon. I'm not. I'm 3/10 behind him, but that lap might be enough to get us out of Q. Yes, that lap's definitely going to be an... Oh, is it though? Is it though? Do I risk it? I've got a tenth. Got 2/10 in the pocket. Is that going to be enough? I don't know if 2/10 is going to be enough, is it? Do I go again? You reckon I'm fine, do you, Blubbership? Do we go out again? Or do we try and save a set of softs for the race and risk going out? You guys reckon I'll be fine? I'll go with it. We'll run with it. We'll see what happens. And in Q1, we wait with bated breath. Esteban Ocon finished 13th. 16th, we're through. We're through. We've saved a set of softs. That could be crucial for the Grand Prix. That could be very crucial. We had less than half a tenth in hand. But we've just edged it. So we can go again in Q2 and save a set of softs for the race, which will be very important strategy-wise. So I'm actually quite pleased with that. I'm slow as shit still. Oh, dearie me. 13th is going to be at best. If not, other people are going to catch up and overtake me, probably. No, we do qualify 13th, but Esteban Ocon is 16th. The car is not good at this track. Or neither driver is good at this track. More likely. Daniel Ricciardo, by the way, 15th and out. And George Russell up in 12th in the Alfa Romeo. Red Bull are poor. Red Bull are really poor. Albon's only 8th. Ferraris are the ones that are killing it here. Well, we'll start P13 then. We'll start P13. Not the best.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it.
But better than Bahrain, I guess.
You won't be starting at the front of the pack. Are you worried?
No, not at all.
You left some bodywork out there on the track. Were you struggling for grip?
Nothing that won't buff out.
Appreciate your time.
This is such a tough track to get right. Right, race strategy. Start on softs. Yeah.
Let's continue this form and aim for another top 10 finish.
Oh wow, it thinks my really doesn't rate my tyre wear at all. I could run. No, yep, 3 stop. Soft, medium. Happy with that. I can't remember how fuel intensive this is. Yeah, we'll go. No, I'm not going soft, medium. The medium tyre is not even close to a good race tyre here. It's all about the soft. It's all about the soft. Come on, in. Soft. Oh, we'll go soft, medium, soft. Soft, medium, soft is what we'll do. Starting P13. Actually, starting P12. Someone has taken a grid penalty. It's Leclerc. I don't know why cars are taking grid penalties this early on. Whoa, Leclerc is keen. Bloody hell, look at him go. Charles was not hanging about, was he? Up to P8 already. Jesus. Talk about aggressive. That Ferrari engine's good in the back of that Alpha, isn't it? Alex Albon getting aggressive now. Wow, the AI, some of the AI are really starting to get a bit pushy, aren't they?
Let's try and move forward.
Excuse me, George. Oh, we've... Oh! Shit the bed is what we've done. We've shit the bed. I thought, buzzing, we just nipped past 2 there. Yeah, ballsed it up, didn't I? That was Ricardo, was it? Not Albon, sorry, my bad. Oh, yeah. Hello, I can get aggressive too. Hi, Daniel. Bye, Daniel. A warning! Get out of it. Yellow flag behind us, in front of us, somewhere. Not sure what the yellow flag was for. See on the race director. Was there... Who's done what? Nothing. Okay. Yellow flag for something. Not sure what it was. Oh, there's someone's gone pop. It's Lance Stroll. Racing Point's gone pop. Nearly took out George Russell there. That's the Racing Point out of the Grand Prix, and another position for us. Ta very much. Someone's gone into the pits already. They must have hit. They must have hit Stroll. I would imagine. There would be literally no other reason for them to pit there. It was a Renault. Judging by how quickly those in front have scampered off, those in front of this group, that is, I don't think we're going to be finishing any higher than 9th today unless there are DNFs or someone does something stupid with strategy. Well, they say that. There is a gaggle just there. Aren't entirely out of reach. Behind a Ferrari. Don't know whether the Ferrari's got damage, maybe? Because you wouldn't expect a Ferrari to be holding up a string of cars like that. But if the Ferrari had damage, I'm sure he would have pit, to be fair. Oh, look at the tank slapper Perez got on there. Now he's in trouble. From Russell, at least. Maybe even from me. And he's not going to have DRS. I got stuck on him a little bit. Oh, now he's hit me. Check out! What's happening?
Brilliant. Nice move.
And we're into the points. I've still got Checo just there on my left-hand side. So my line through there is compromised, but we have been able to hold the place. Right. Time to not let George Russell get too far away, I think. I don't think I've got it right once yet. Ah, George! Cool. Well, that wasn't necessarily what I intended to do, but it's worked wonders. Although George will now just get me back down this straight, I imagine. I mean, he's already going to overtake me, and we've not even got to the DRS zone yet. I'll go defensive, but it's not going to make much difference. He's gone. We're gaining on him. Couldn't stop in time.
Good job. Nice overtake.
Yeah, never mind. End up actually losing me a position probably, although we've got the inside line for this next corner. Kvyat's locked up, so we're past him again. Well, that went from great to almost awful. Yeah, I think I'm going to undercut this stop by 1 lap, just to get an early undercut in and try and make the most of it. Whilst the pack's still quite tight. Sainz has gone in already. Okay, another opportunity to overtake George here. He knows I'm there, saw me. And he's still got the inside line. And the extra horsepower. Give him racing room. But we're through. Cost us about half a second to those in front. We are about to pit. I'm not the best of pit entries, but we'll take it. Thanks for the follow, Yorard. And Tooten, welcome to the channel, guys. Checo is pit behind us as well. Sergio Perez is pit behind us. We're going on to another set of softs. 3.1 is a really slow stop. A really slow stop. We have still come out ahead of Perez though, which is good news. Now we've got to make the most of these fresh tyres. It's going to be close, but we might have just jumped. Oh, Grosjean and Albon, I was going to say.
The car ahead has come in and fitted the soft tyre.
Well, we haven't jumped them with the undercut, but we've certainly halved the gap to Albon and Grosjean. It was 3.5 to Albon, it's now 1.5. But I am going to need to get within DRS range, sharpish, if I can, because otherwise Albon and Grosjean will disappear down the road. I'm not quite going to be close enough to Alex, though, I don't think, for DRS. Oh, I am! Let's go! Oh, that's huge. Getting back within DRS range of those in front is going to be massive. And look at the gap to Russell behind now that we've come out of the pits. 4.3 seconds. That's basically how much we've gained by doing that 1 lap undercut. Now we've caught up to Latifi and the other Alpha, who I don't believe is pit yet, actually. So the 1 lap undercut did work for us. Time-wise, just not position-wise. But next time it should work for us position-wise as well, hopefully. I do feel like I've got a bit of an edge over some of the AI through this final sector. New Bears just got into the pits. So that's going to be us up to 10th and back into the points. Kvyat's in the pits as well. And we're up to P9. Thanks for the follow, Lai. Likito. Thank you, mate. 6 seconds to Sainz. That's the gap really that I'm interested in at the minute, which is the two McLarens in front of us and in front of Grosjean. Hoping that a 1 lap undercut again could get us past Roma. Provided he doesn't hit early again. It's this left-hander. This is where I make up some time on the AI. Always a couple of tenths around that left-hander. I don't know why. But we're back within DRS range of Roman Grosjean and pulling away from Alexander Albon behind.
To drop back. There's a gap beginning to form.
Right, now we're back in DRS range of Roman Grosjean. I need to not make any mistakes and just catch up. 5.4 to Sainz as well. Not sure if the McLarens are fighting, but the gap to Carlos at least is dropping. Come on, Grosjean. Come to daddy. Please. Or not. Mercedes' engine is quick in a straight line. And we've done it again, Grosjean. Engine gets him out of trouble though every time. He's gone defensive. This could be our moment. Try the double switchback. And then throw up the inside. Oh, that is a great move. Double switchback followed by a swoop. And we're through against Roman Grosjean. That was one of the best moves we've put together. All save. Outside of Grosjean to inside of Grosjean to outside of Grosjean to inside to through. I'm actually quite pleased with that. I'm really pleased with that overtake. That was really good driving from both of us. Hopefully we can get away now. I'm going to try a little bit with my overtake button and rich revs. We'll use a little bit more of our reserves. The gap will close now dramatically as he'll have DRS, but we will certainly be far enough in front not to be worried by it. Now then. Sainz in front, 4.3. And we are at DRS range of Grosjean now, which is good news too. Should be slightly easier to stay ahead of him.
Gap to car in front is 3.9 seconds.
But you're right, it probably is the setup. We're slower in a straight line. Not as slow in a straight line as we have been in previous years at previous tracks, but we are slower in a straight line, but much quicker through that twisty section. We've got the extra front downforce. I did put an extra turn of front wing in at the beginning of the Grand Prix before we started, whilst we were on the grid, and it does appear to have made the difference in that final sector. We'll pit lap 27. I think I'm just going to pit one lap early on all of my softs. On all of my soft stints, original soft stints. So we pit one lap early on the first stint. So we actually run the full length of the original second stint. It's just that we again will pit one lap early for another set of softs. And then we'll gauge when to stop for mediums after that. Yeah, in a fully dry race, you have to use at least one type of two separate compounds. You can't run all softs or all mediums or all hards. You have to run one of at least two of the compounds in a fully dry Grand Prix. If there's rain, if you at any point you switch to the intermediate tyre or the full wet, then you can use whichever dry tyres you like as many times as you like. So say we started on inters, but it went to dries after 2 laps, we could still then go softs all the way to the end. Oh, that was a great pit entry. We nailed that one that time. Bottas is pitting ahead of us. Grosjean's pitting behind us. I'm going to need a better pit stop than last time. It was a 3.1 second stop last time, which just was not quick enough. There goes Leclerc. Albon's pitting behind us as well. Albon's pitting behind us as well. Oh, 2 second stop. That's much better, lads. Much better.
Only one stop to go. One stop left in this strategy.
come out just in front of our teammate. And, well, 2.6 to Lando. We've gained about... Even though he undercut me, we've actually got caught up behind the Alfa Romeo, George Russell, the two McLarens, and actually they've ended up losing time despite having an extra lap on fresher tyres. So hopefully we should be able to continue to catch them, and then when we go on to the mediums on around about lap 42, we should be in a good position. Oh, they're really losing loads of time. Loads of time. And this is going to be handy for both of us. Myself and Ocon. He's going to be able to hopefully ride on the back of my... Although, to be fair, I'm probably going to pull away from him too much through this section now. Well, George Russell will no longer be holding the McLarens up because he's behind them already. Yeah, and there he goes into the pits. But the gap to Lando is 1.5 now. Fastest third sector of the entire Grand Prix. Car really comes into its own in race pace in the latter stages of a Grand Prix. Which is odd because it doesn't have the pace in we don't have the pace in qualifying when low fuel soft tyres, but in the race when we're slightly heavier,
Our gap to the car in front is 1.5 seconds.
we do have the pace. I think we're aiming for about a P5 maybe here today. If we can get ahead of both McLarens, a P5 or 6. We'll try. Got the two McLarens and a Red Bull in front, and to be fair, a Alpha Tauri as well. We should, by the end of this lap, be within DRS range of Lando Norris, hopefully.
Okay, the gap behind is 3.8
Grosjean
seconds.
has taken Ocon, frustratingly. Esteban Ocon just doesn't enjoy this track, evidently. But neither do I, to be fair. I could slide under Norris here. We have done. Have to give him racing room, mind. Whack it in rich revs as well to try and hold the position, but he's just got the straight line speed. Got the inside line, but oof, not anymore, we don't. Oh, Daniel's quite slow. Lando's then gone defensive, or is he going offensive on Daniel? I'm not sure. Oh, he's just bounced across that curb. That's not gone well for him. Hopefully he's out of DRS range of the McLaren already, so it should mean we could hopefully, provided I get this corner right. Which we have done well. Do I take him now or do I wait? I'm going to wait for the next bit. I'm going to wait so that he doesn't get DRS on me through this next section. Impatient. Too impatient. Slid up the inside. Got it done. We're within touching distance of Norris. Happy enough with that. Daniel ran a little bit wide. We just had the extra grip and nipped underneath him. And we do have DRS, so it's all okay. And Lando doesn't, by the looks of things, on Carlos. Although it matters because we're so strong through the third sector. So currently, we are looking at a P5 finish. Because when Kvyat finishes, he'll go behind us. And I expect us, at least I'm hoping, to overtake Sainz and Norris before the end. So we're aiming for a P5 here. We're aiming for a P5. It's not going to be easy. Because we don't know how competitive we're going to be on the medium tyres. We might just be out of it on mediums. They're going to slow each other up. Whoa, Lando! Big accident for Lando Norris. Huge accident for Lando Norris. Just got caught up behind his teammate and is just swerving all over the road in front of us. Let's have a look at that. On board with Lando. Gets in the DRS, activates it now. Just always just lost it under the DRS. And how has he lost any wing there? Or has he completely held that together? Lando, what a save! That's one of the best. He's not taken any damage there at all. His rear right hits the wall a little bit. Hits the wall a little bit here. That is a ridiculous save. He's got the DRS and the slipstream. Back end just steps on him here. Just catches the wall with his rear right there. Swerves across to the left. And again, does he stay away from the wall here? And again, just the rear right. Wow. Lando, how the hell have you done that, mate? That is one of the best saves at 190 miles an hour I have ever seen. The gap to the Ferrari in P4 is massive. This is definitely our fight until the end now between ourselves and McLarens. But we are on for a potential P5 finish. Oh, Sainz is in the pits. Now, Sainz may have gone onto the hards, or even perhaps another set of softs. No, he has gone onto the medium. No, he has gone onto another set of softs. So Sainz has still got to pit again. Sainz has gone on to another set of softs. He's going to do a 4-stop race in this Grand Prix. Kvyat's on the mediums now. Ricciardo's on the mediums now. Hubert's on the medium, as is Gasly. I don't know. They should be able to get those mediums to the end, but it will be a stretch. I mean, if those others can get mediums to the end, then there's no reason why Sainz couldn't. Sainz is.
Got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Sainz has screwed himself. Surely he could have taken a medium set to the end from now. Or from when he pit. There's no way he makes up an extra stop with that set of softs. Surely. And we should hopefully take Lando here, I hope. Well, I'm not sure, actually. I'm not sure. It might have been just a little bit too far behind. Decent amount of straight line speed in that McLaren. Oh, not a lot of rear grip, though. See you, Lando. Still got the inside line, but we have a little bit of extra pace.
That brings you up a place.
I'll leave him racing room. No, he's backed out of it. Well, Operation McLaren appears to have been done already. Because Sainz has to pit again. Sainz is now basically a complete pit stop behind us. And we've taken Norris. 15.4 to Leclerc, which isn't going to be overturned. And 6.5 back to Grosjean.
Our teammate by 22.9 seconds.
On lap 38 of 55. I think that might be us secure for a P5 and the race is done. Another decent pit entry. So final stop then. Leclerc will take us and then we should in theory come out ahead of Kvyat then. And it's a case of either keeping Kvyat and the two McLarens behind, and the Red Bull actually, there's a Red Bull in there too, or catching Leclerc. And I don't think catching Leclerc is going to be an option, really. 1.9 seconds stop. Yes, boys. So we're out of the pits. 1.5 ahead of Kvyat and 17.2 behind Charles Leclerc. I think, lads, unless Kvyat has got a massive amount of pace, I think we're set for the rest of the Grand Prix. We get a safety car with like 10 laps to go. That'd be interesting.
Yellow flag.
Oh my god, there is a yellow flag. It's a Ferrari. Is it a Ferrari? It's a Ferrari. It's Charles. DNF for Charles Leclerc. We're up to P4. The reliability of these Ferrari cars is not there. That's Max DNFing at Australia and Bahrain, and now Charles DNFing at Vietnam. 3 DNFs of 6 potential. They've lost a car in every single Grand Prix so far this season, Ferrari. 3 DNFs in 3 Grand Prix. 2 for Max and 1 for Charles. That's unreal. So it looks then that like we are going to get back-to-back P4s. Back-to-back P4s. P4 in Bahrain. Behind Ocon. P4 here. Behind Hamilton. It's just the 2 Mercedes and a Ferrari in front of us now. Norris has taken him. Norris has taken Kvyat. He's caught and overtaken the AlphaTauri. It might not be Kvyat we need to worry about. Lando Norris is coming back at us now. With still 4 laps to go. That gap is tumbling. Lando wants my P4. Lando wants my P4. Thanks to the DRS one, Manuel. That'll come in handy very much indeed. Thank you, mate. Please hold the other 2 up. Thank you. Or Nando? Lando, at least. We might well be seeing some last lap Lando, lads. And it's going to kill me not having my DRS. Not having my DRS available. If Lando catches me, he is gone. I will not be able to get past him again. And this lack of downforce at the front end is really affecting me now. Lando's within 1.1 seconds. We're not going to finish 4th, boys. We are not going to finish 4th. I'm going to save my battery because that's all I've got to help defend now. Or do I save it or do I utilise it to try and stay in front? God. I've got 2 laps to try and hold off Lando Norris. With no DRS to fight back. Can it be done?
1 lap of fuel remaining.
Oh, there's only 1 lap of race remaining, Jeff, and I've got a McLaren stuck right at my arse.
This is your final lap of the race.
Last lap, Lando's going to go for it. My DRS is still broken. We are out of it. We're a second plus ahead of Lando. Oh no, that's going to tumble now. It is tumbling. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to hold him off down this straight. I'm going to empty. I'm going to absolutely empty my battery and my fuel tank. But I'm not sure I'm going to have enough. Here he comes with his DRS. I will go defensive. Bottas has won the Grand Prix. We've kept Lando behind. I think we're just going to hold on to our P4, lads. We're just going to be able to do it. Another couple of laps and he'll have gotten us. Another couple of laps and we'd have been a goner. But we've done it. We're going to hold on for this P4 with that damaged front wing. How Lando didn't get any damage of his own when he lost his car earlier on in the Grand Prix is beyond me. That is one of, if not the best save I've seen in a Formula 1 game by an AI car ever. At 200 miles an hour, he kept it out of the wall twice, but across the line for a P4 finish. Thank you very much for the follow, Rob. A P4 finish, a joint highest result of the season and a joint second highest result ever. Driver of the day, Daniel Kvyat. Congratulations to Daniel. Not sure where he qualified actually, but Bottas won the Grand Prix. That's 2 wins for Bottas this season. 1 for Charles Leclerc and now obviously a DNF for Charles Leclerc as well. So Valtteri, I imagine, is top of the driver's standings. Thank you for the 44 bits, Martin. So Mercedes, Ferrari, Mercedes, Max on the podium. Max finishes a race for the first time this season and gets a P2. 400 bits from Chuckles. I don't have the points to redeem a race suggestion, but it would be appreciated if you raid that guy Vince. He usually does F1, but he's doing a 60-hour charity stream on FM with his mates, and every little would help massively. I'll look into it, my man. Thank you for the 400 bits as well, guy. P4, let's go. Let's go.
So, let's review the
12th to 4th. Daniel, 18th to 6th. That's similar. That's similar to our result in Bahrain. We went 19th to 4th. He's gone 18th to 6th. Congratulations, Daniel. Definitely deserves driver of the day. Daniel Ricciardo goes 15th to 8th, and Albon goes 5th to 9th. Yuck. Carlos Sainz with that extra stop, 4th to 10th. Sorry, 4th to 11th, and out of the points. Ocon finishes 12th in the end. In the driver's standings, we're up above our teammate now, above our teammate, and into 4th. And in the constructors, we still sit 3rd, but no, we don't close the gap. Ferrari extend the gap over us. Ferrari extend the gap over us with Max's good finish. But we're certainly looking strong favourites for that P3 at the minute. Strong favourites for that P3. And if Ferrari keep having reliability issues, Ferrari have only had one car finish every Grand Prix so far. They keep having reliability issues. We could overtake them as well if Ocon can have better Grand Prix more, as he has done in the first two.
You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you?
I was sticking to the track.
You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret?
Great car, great team. We certainly do have a great car, and much better team now.
Race today, was it?
None of us want to be the person to back down. These things happen.
Great. Well, that's everything.
I think the more accurate response is, I'm not that good, so I kind of hit the wall a lot. That's fine. Oh, level with Alexander Albon as well. Again, he had the faster lap than me in the Grand Prix, so we stayed just one ahead of him in the rivalry. Am I finally up to level 12? We are, just by the skin of our teeth. Ocon improves a little. The team improve a bit too. 1.19 million added to the budget. Tar very much indeed. Ocon just didn't have the pace. Ocon just didn't have the pace.
Margins are looking good right now. I think we've got room
My end plates failed. We will still do the weight reduction next, but we'll have to wait until... Well, we were going to have to wait until after the next practice session anyway. Activity-wise, there's quite a bit that can be done, but we shall manage our sponsors. Now, Satellite were our not title sponsor, but second biggest sponsor. Let's see what we can do here. One podium, no. As a team, complete a total of 100 race laps. Oh, it's Satellite again. Goal bonus of £527,000. Yep, Satellite going straight back on the car. That's a banging deal. And then Satellite there too. Great. Well, deal renewed. That's a decent financial boost for us as well. So, we have 2.79 million in the bank at the minute, which isn't much. Let's see what we can do here. Funded team event away from home. Second driver PR filming. Got 9 days to fill. I could go that, and weight training. Give Esteban Ocon some extra pace for the Chinese Grand Prix. Now, hopefully, we've got a couple of things to come in here on the 13th. Please pass. Please pass aero parts. One did, one didn't. One did, one didn't. How much is that going to cost to redo? 650, which I don't have at the minute. But we should be able to afford, once we've done the next practice session at China, we should be able to afford the weight reduction and the aero. We'll do the aero first, and then we'll do the weight reduction. But we're in a really good position right now. We are supposedly now the second best car on track. We've overtaken Ferrari. And as we advance then to the race weekend of the Chinese Grand Prix, we should see us actually switch above Ferrari now in that performance index, which would be massive. Second best car on track would be unreal. Thank you for the bits, Alf. I'm sorry, Dan, I missed your single bit. I missed your single bit when it came in. Sorry, mate. Let's have a look, shall we? Messages. It's a dry race, thankfully, which is good news. because we had a wet race at China last year, didn't we? A wet to dry race, I think. And yet, above Ferrari now, we have peaked above Ferrari, who've plateaued, and we are the second best car on track. Provided the car performs well, and we can put in a good performance, genuine potential. Sorry, the camera's gone again. Genuine potential for a podium in China for one of our two drivers if we can put in the performance. Genuine potential for one of our two drivers if we can put in the performance, which we shall, of course, absolutely try to do. So looking good for China, looking really good for China. That will draw the YouTube video to a close though, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Do drop the video a like, of course, if you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to ensure you don't miss out on any more of this or FIFA, of course. Link in the description to Twitch if you want to watch these or any other streams live. And, of course, follow me on Twitter as well and Instagram, etc., etc., etc. But for now, thank you very much for watching, YouTube. I'll see you next time.